Welcome back to another video. Let's go. Alright, so a few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, I asked persons on my Instagram questions so I could do a Q&A for my YouTube channel, and here we go. Some of these I will not answer, they're way too personal, and then some I will try my utmost best to answer. So let's get into it. So here are the Q&As that stood out to me the most. I didn't want to answer these on my Instagram. I thought it was better to do a video, so let's start. Alright. The first one is, are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage in it? I think that should be in it, head on. Me, not going to argue. Like, I'm just going to state my point. It is what it is. First of all, if I'm in public, I hate attention. And then if I'm in private, I'm still not going to argue. Like, you ask me something, I try to explain to the best of my ability. If you don't understand, that's on you. Can you dance? So I like to tell people that I cannot dance, but I can, but it's always in the comfort of being around my friends or family. That's it. Like, I'm gonna go out, hear one song, probably try dance a bit, but I'm not going to go like all out. Describe yourself in a single sentence. I am very understanding and reliable. And I say that because I like to look at 2 points of view when I'm listening to person's stories, and I am reliable in the sense where if my friend tell me to come today, they need me, I'm going to be there. You know, I try to be there for people as much as possible. Do you believe in love at first sight? So I went through these questions already. I didn't really expect some better questions, but alright. Love at first sight. I don't know. I think love has no boundary. So I won't say it doesn't happen. It not happened for me yet. Like love at first sight, it's always getting to know a person. So I don't know. I mean, you can imagine you fall in love with somebody, and then when you meet them, supposed to tell them it's just a whole mess. It's gonna be just a whole mess. Do you have a best friend? If so, then who? I have a best friend, and everybody know who that is. I have two actually. I'm not if I know them name. One is want me to put this on my Instagram and tag them. Nope. I think a lot of people who follow me from OG know who my best friend is. Do you have a tattoo? Clearly this person don't look on my page, but I have several. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. About to get number 5, and that's it. Do you have a whole lot of acquaintances or just a few very close friends? Why? Alright, I'm gonna answer the first one. I do have acquaintances. I won't say a whole lot, but I don't have a lot of friends. I literally have a routine set. Well, I do have just specific persons you see me with all the time. All the time. Never change. But I do have acquaintances, and I mean, I rather keep in my circle small. It's only a few persons will ever understand me and how I am, and I'm not the friendliest person in the world when you just meet me, but I do get friendly after. Um, but I mean, I just keep it that way because I mean, who is going to a small circle that understands me? I don't think I need anything else. I'm not searching for any other friends. If they come my way, that's fine. Never know if God can just drop you into friends give you up, but I'm pretty content with my friends right now. All right, what motivated you to start swimming? So the beach for me is my zen place, my place of relaxation, and I always wanted to, start a business. And I'm like, you love the beach. This is your place. Why not do swimsuits? And then for me, it took me a year to start swimming because I didn't want to just bring swimsuits that everybody's bringing. I wanted to bring different swimsuits, especially for girls with bigger body types, so they can embrace themselves as well when they're at the beach. So yeah, I think women, my inspiration come from me loving to be at the beach, relaxing. If I have a problem, the beach takes it away. Just give me a day at the beach, just one day. The other question is, do you love your job? Alright, so growing up, I always knew I wanted to be in events. I used to watch David's tutorial every day, except when you have to school and you have to study or whatever the case is. But that show was the show that I started liking the events business from. So now I am a wedding planner. I used to do events like all around and weddings, but now I specialize in weddings and I love my job. Other than that, everybody know not everybody. If you know me from off of YouTube, you probably won't know this, but people who know me from Instagram know I am also a model, which I do love that as well. That's a form of expression for me, so I can express myself through my photos, so the person who asked this really oughta ada, have you ever dated? I remember some screened this before, but I don't think I'm going to answer this. Have you ever dated two people at the same time? One what is like, why? Do I really have to answer? Like, why do you want to know? Why? All right, how difficult is it for you to be honest even when your words may be hurtful or unpopular? It's not hard. I think my friends are probably scared to tell me things first because I'm going to tell you how it is, but I'm not going to say it in a hurtful way because I like looking from what if I was in the situation, and then I look from people react different, to certain situations. So I try not to be hurtful about certain things, but I am very, very honest. I tell you how it is, I try to look at your point of view, but I'm still going to tell you how it is. Are you single? Next. A joke? No. No. Next question. Where do you live? I live in St. Anne, Jamaica. Jamaica. What is your favorite music? Afrobeats. Not going to change. Not going to change. If you become a multimillionaire overnight, what would you buy? First of all, I'm going to get a house. Second of all, I'm going to get a car. And then I don't know. I just know those are the first things I want to do with my money. Some people will be like, yeah, go start a business and this and that. But for me, I have to really sit down and think about those things because I like to be practical and max out everything, every detail, everything. What app do you use the most? The application I use the most is Instagram, and then I spend a lot of time creating content. So I have a little folder of some apps for photos, videos, all of that. I spend majority of my time on that. What are your nicknames? I think Talia for the most part. That's just that one, and then some people may want to just call me Tal. But Talia for the most part is my nickname. What is good about how you are living your life now? The way how I live my life now, it's better because I am a calm person, a calmer individual, and I live with a specific routine to my life, so I have some form of order, especially with juggling so many different things, work, YouTube, swimming. I have to have some form of structure, and I created that for myself, and it makes me live different. I make time for my friends, and I make time for just people around me because of that routine that I have. So I'm living life better now, more healthy. I love how I'm living life now. All right, another question is, are you a parent? And I am not. No babies, not yet, but I like my life the way it is because it gives me time to set my life a certain way before I start caring for somebody else. Pretty soon. I mean, God will let it happen when it's supposed to happen. Alright, what is something most people don't know about you? A lot of people do not know how down to earth I can be based on how I have that resting bitch face, but I'm sorry. But a lot of people don't know how down to earth I can be, and so for the whole video my headset, so yeah, a lot of persons don't know how down to earth I can be, and I'm very down to earth. Yes, a lot of people don't know that. Don't judge a book by its cover. Alright, so this is a good question. I like when persons send me these kind of questions. It's, what is the hardest part of women, of having a business? But this person says women, I'm just assuming about having a business, and that is when it rains it pours, and then when it's dry it's like a desert. For me, you just have to keep going. You have to have that motivation to keep going, because you're not going have all good days. You're going to have bad days as well, bad weeks, and then you'll have a few good weeks as well. So learn to embrace them both. I had to learn that with swimming. I'm like, oh my god, buy something. But then there are times when I'm like, whoo, I'm mixing up orders. So learn to embrace both of the phases that you go through with a business. What is the last compliment you got? Well, I mean, do these count like your comments or messages that you're beautiful? I don't know, but if they count, that's it. Okay, so that is the end of my Q&A. I hope this gives you some light into my life and my perspective on certain things. I hope you enjoy this video.